With last year's Cup winners, Sheffield Steelers, through to the semi-final playoffs once again, having won 8 of their 14 qualifying matches. The London Knights topped the group stage with 10 wins, and they were favourites in their two-legged semi-final against surprise qualifiers, the Nottingham Panthers. London, as first-place team, were drawn with fourth-place Nottingham, while it was second v third as Bracknell faced... Illuminating the Knights of London, the Millennium Dome, just a short slapshot away from the London Knights' home ice in the capital's Docklands, where this season crowds of up to 8,000 have been cheering the Knights onto their London at home and playing in white against a team they were expected to beat.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the first period, a period dominated by the Nottingham Panthers. Good chance, though, for Brabant, but Nottingham have it with Steve Roberts, and there's stretched up the ice here, the London Knights defence. Long shot from Roberts, and he scores. Trevor Robbins is beaten. Nottingham, not great travellers away from Lower Parliament Street. Long-range blast from Greg Hatton. They're trying to work it around in front. They don't have to work it around anymore because they found Callie Carlson right in the right place. London looking for a way back into the game. Nobody in centre ice. There's something distracting the players and the officials. Graham Garden and Rick Brabant having a bit of a set too. And neither of them wants to lose this encounter. One's going to go to the ice pretty soon. Garden's trying to wrestle Brabant, and down they go. Linesman in to break it up. Cooper, long-range blast, takes a deflection en route, and that will go to Graham Garden. 3-0 to Nottingham. Garden in the face-off circle, again winning them, but he has done most of the night. And a quick wrist shot, an instant release from Garden, 4-0. Brabant looking for a way around the back. It's been guarded all the way, but Jeff Hode's the nearest man to him. Moving in is Ash. I think it's bypassed his stick. Brabant will get the credit for that, and Nottingham at last have had their defence breached. There's been a resurgence. Back to Allison. Hoffman's waiting on the blue line. They might try and carry it through the centre with Seaman. Works back for Allison, scores! Past Campese, a well-worked move by the Sheffield Steelers. McCosh. Now, if the pass is quick, they're open. Chances here, very good chances for Druin, who scores! And Steelers were undone at the back. 2-on-1 break, well-timed pass, good delivery, excellent finish by PC Druin. There's the 3-on-2 break for Bracknell. Baxter returns it to Woods. And it's in! Finds its way through. Not the most pretty of goals, but nonetheless, Chris Brandt gets the final touch. Junkin. Bial waiting, doesn't reach him. Bial, good pass. Oh, he couldn't put it away. Courtney from that kind of range is normally so deadly. Courtney's digging for it like it's prospecting for gold. Back to Métier. Another good save by Campese on the form. It's Junkin. Another save by Campese. Another save by Campese. And yet another save off the shot from Courtney.
And they want to go for it, then we'll leave them to it. But as soon as one player's getting an advantage or somebody being...
Sport, so in spite of a 4-1 first leg away win, Nottingham couldn't relax when they faced London at home.
Cooper. Haddon, long range. Jay scores! There's big Mike Ware, who loses out in the face-off circle and snaps his stick in two as well. Trying to insult to injury. Ware, though, is off on his own now. It's a one-on-one opportunity for Mike Ware on the goalie, and Mike Ware scores just seconds after he broke his stick following the face-off. Rizzo. Brabant! 2-1 to the London Knights. Bobic with Haddon inside. Haddon's making the rush to the net. Haddon, it's in! And that surely wraps it up for the Nottingham Panthers. Rush for Brabant still wants it, as he always does, and Willis, Brabant! He was in the crease, that'll be no goal. He was in the crease, and referee Simon Kirkham says no goal. Trying to find the spare man. The spare man is Carlson. Leach has got a good shot, and he scores! Deflected by Hussey, and I think we can now safely say the Nottingham Panthers are into the final of the Challenge Cup. Goes back out in front, Bolche. It might well fall to Rushforth, and it does. He found a way through somehow. There are plenty of bodies in front. Weaver's open here. Chance for Weaver to level up the score on aggregate. He does! Second time of asking. Staff waiting for it to come back around the boards on right wing. Does get it. Puts it right onto the path of another teammate, and they're trying to sub it in. It's in! Donovan. She breaks on quickly. Good shot, Shervin. Drew in. Fall back out for that shot, and that's what Bracknell needed, and they needed it very much from their captain, Rob Stewart. Métier. And he's got it from Hoffman. Puck emerges with Craigwell. Seaman, good save by Campese, and then a follow-up again, another goal for Matt Hoffman. Schulter wants to get involved. Schulter is getting involved, but they might get a little bit unseemly this. As Allison's also in there as well. Bit of reaction from Matt Hoffman. And then they fall to the floor. That's when the linesman will intervene. Two big men to try and lift off the ice and get them separated. So Hoffman will play no further part in the match to add to Sheffield's woes. Wilson also gets a match penalty for abuse of the official. Here's Baxter, straight out the penalty box and maybe into goal-scoring form. Drop pass, comes back and then scores Jesse for the Bracknell Bees. Knox. Up into the top of the net it goes, and that's the goal they wanted from Paxton Schulter. And Scott Allison, who had a great centering pass to Craigwell, who did what he was there to do. Craigwell. And he returned the compliment for Marlowe, who puts it wide, and Craigwell gets the follow-up back off the board. Baxter. Woods. Lining up, and there's the shot from Masters. Oh, you can't write this game up at any time. Junkin away for the Sheffield Steelers. Say away, he's got three black and white shirts surrounding him. Courtney. Fans on the shot. Métier. It gets in the deflection of Courtney. Courtney got the stick in the way. More luck than judgment, I'm sure. 2-on-1 break. Allison has Seaman if he wants to use him. Allison shoots and scores. Steelers have a 4-goal lead, 3 on aggregate. And it looks very much like they will be in the Challenge Cup final now. By the Nottingham defence, who seem to get dragged out of position, but held his position well there, did Greg Haddon. Good work by Jamie Leach. What a shot and what a goal for the Nottingham Panthers. Greg Haddon set it up and Jamie Leach fired the bullets. The captain of the Nottingham Panthers puts the Panthers on the board on a 4-on-4 play, and what a finish that was. Top scorer for the Nottingham Panthers this season, Jamie Leach, top scorer in virtually everything this season.
There's the play, Leach on the turnover, gives it back to Haddon, back over to Leach. Now Leach had a slight angle to shoot that from, but great shot by Jamie Leach. If you watch it again here, Haddon back to Leach. Now he one-times this. Great goal by Jamie Leach. Nottingham Panthers, 1-up.
He's staying up the ice. Here's T to win. Went to McCosh, and now, oh, it looked like it was going to be in. It's a real scramble around the front of the goal. It looks to have gone in. Ed Courtney may have got the final touch. Another scrappy goal for Sheffield. They scored one similarly against Bracknell in the semi-final. But Ed Courtney, I think, somehow, some way managed to get it through all those bodies and a prone Jordan Willis.
Well, again, Courtney's got super hands. Watch him glove this puck down, goes behind the net, and again, from anything, it looks like it went off Stephen Cooper's skate in front of the net. So it went off one of the Nottingham Panthers skate. Here's Courtney on the glove, out off Cooper. Maybe got a touch on Bobick as well, and ended up behind.
Easily clear. 30 seconds remain on the power play. And Steelers really haven't shown too much so far on this. Long stuff. This is better from them, and a good finish yet again. Jason Weaver it is this time. Last year a Nottingham Panther, this year a Sheffield Steeler. And just as the power play looked like it might well fizzle out for the Steelers, up pops Jason Weaver and puts Steelers into the lead on the power play 2-1.
Great hands here from Davy Longstaff. Finds Weaver on the back post. He puts it away. Willis with not much chance on that type of play. Again, Longstaff pulls it in over to Weaver. It's in the back of the net. Super goal, 2-1 Sheffield.
Team. 20 seconds. Can Nottingham get a telling shot on there? They've got Jamie Leach up there, but Steelers have got it away. Probably hasn't got enough legs to make the goal. It hasn't. But there's 10 seconds to go, and they've got to come back quickly here. Kelly Carlson, long-range blast. It's an easy one for Sherman to guard away, and it looks very much like the Sheffield Steelers have kept their title. The final whistle goes. Sheffield is celebrating. There's all kinds of paraphernalia being thrown in the air. The fireworks go off at the far end. Well, the referee says it's all rather premature. The fireworks have already gone off at the curtain end of the London Arena.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's 3.1 seconds left in the game.
Still 3.1 seconds. It's all rather premature. Oh! Very colourful, very noisy, and the ticker tape's coming down. Surely they can't play an ice hockey match in ticker tape. Well, now what do they do now? This is a real problem for Andy Carson, because surely they've got to clear the ice of this. They can't play on in this, but there is 3.1 seconds remaining in the game. Now. Well, Andy Carson's explaining there's 3.1 seconds remaining, but they can't play in a snowstorm, can they?
What you got there is Carson saying there's 3 seconds left in the game. He blew the whistle before it, so there is 3 seconds left. A little premature on the celebrations.
Well, what they're going to have to do is bring the Zamboni on and clear off all this debris, because somebody pressed the button rather too quickly. Now, what they do here, Andy Carson's going to have to get this ice cleared, and then we'll have 3.1 seconds. But this... Well, maybe Andy Carson decided to run the clock down and let things finish. Andy Carson says we can't play in this. The clock is down to 0. Nottingham won't be happy with that, because they'll still feel they have a chance to win it. But Andy Carson has decided that's it. There is no more. Well, Jordan Willis still doesn't know. He's still standing there, waiting for the instruction. I'm sure that Alex Dampier and Gary Moran, who are on the Nottingham Panthers bench, are not happy, but the decision has been taken, and the Sheffield Steelers fans can celebrate now, even though they won't be happy with the manner, surely, in which they won it right to the very end. Nottingham Panthers fans certainly will go up the M1 rather disconsolate after this. But
the perks of being league champions is that you're drawn in the same group as the league's bottom team, all going to the form book in the first as Martin Woods poked home on a 5-on-3 to give Bracknell the lead at Newcastle. But as the Bees discovered in the regular season, offensively, Newcastle, most particularly Mikko Koivunoru, can cause problems. An equaliser made by one Finn, converted by another, Mikael Talden. But within 4 minutes, Bracknell had regained the initiative. Woods' assist, Kevin Reel doing all the hard work before shooting through Jimmy Hibbert. But this is the playoffs, and the form book often goes out of the window, and the River Kings deserved a point. They got it through Timo Neumanen's equaliser. No goals in overtime, 2 each is how it ended. London coach Chris McSorley had seen his team reverse the recent form guides on Saturday when his team won in Nottingham, but the Knights found themselves a goal down barely 5 minutes into their game with Newcastle, now imminent second of the playoffs. Having faded in the title race and lost to Nottingham in the Challenge Cup, the playoffs are all that are left for the Knights. Mark Hussey's quick equaliser put them back on track. But the River Kings, despite 5 key absentees, retook the lead late in the second period. The finish from Joel Poirier. But the short bench eventually told on Newcastle. London forced the game into overtime on Mark Bulcher's power play goal. And the Knights were rewarded for a 46-19 shots on goal advantage when Todd Wetzel pounced for the winner. 4 points out of 4 for the Knights. Good start to their campaign. Overtime needed in the Group B opener at Ayres Central Arena. Sheffield Steelers off to a flyer with a goal inside 5 minutes. No prizes for guessing the scorer, Ed Courtney. And before 9 minutes were up, the 1997 playoff champions were 2 goals to the good. Scott Allison's 5th goal in the last 6 games. Steelers on target for a 4th straight win against the Eagles. But Ayres scored a crucial goal a minute before the first buzzer. Yuri Krivokia in the right place at the right time. Game on. Now then, don't blink. If you did, you missed Sean Byram's equaliser. Game really on. An excellent contest decided 155 into sudden death. The extra point going to Sheffield after Dan Seaman's winner. It's a good start to a tough group. Other results and a bad weekend for the Panthers, outgunned by the Knights and shut out by the Bees. Newcastle will be happy with 2 points out of 4 though. In Group B, wins as we saw for Cardiff and Sheffield. But London pick up maximum points, and that 4-point haul sees them take an early lead in playoff Group A, with the Super League champions 1 point behind. Newcastle are third, and surprisingly it's the Panthers who prop up the group. They were hotly tipped to make the finals. It's early days in Group B. Cardiff seizing pole position after their win over Manchester. Sheffield is second on goal difference thanks to their overtime win in Scotland. Ayr are third, and Manchester.
Oh, we got a penalty call on the play. Tommy Pollard and Gillinger with Matty are in there. It's a free-for-all. No one's squaring off against anybody. Chin and Vial may squirt out of that pack. Keep an eye on them on the top there.
Oh, right in there.
Everyone else is just paired off, having a bit of a tango. Well, the only thing, Vial hasn't even taken his gloves off. He's just giving Nicky Chin a good face wash.
I don't think there's going to be much out of that between Chin and Vial. They'll let each other go.
Well, there's definitely some penalties going to be coming up here, folks. Plummer and Gillingham were at the heart of it, and then everyone else just crashed into the boards. You can see Plummer flying the one against Gillingham. He wasn't interested in that too much, and then Matty flies in.
Well, no, absolutely. I mean, it's right all there. Matty and Plummer both starting, and they're going to sit for a couple minutes each. Gillingham going in there trying to protect himself. But I must say, you know, they're doing their job that they're supposed to be doing out there. They're riling the Sheffield Steelers up.
Well, Todd Gillingham getting a 2+2 for roughing for the Cardiff Devils. Tommy Plummer getting a 2-minute minor for roughing. And then Mark Mathieu receives a 2-minute minor for roughing Sheffield. Just dump it in. Weaver getting hit by Lundback. Loses his stick. And there is the hooter. We've had 20 minutes of hockey. We'll just see if things develop here. I don't think it will. No one wants to go into the... But then back in the play, Matulik and Vial. All the guys step back onto the ice, see if anything happens. Hoffman hacks Weaver.
Hoffman and Evans going at it.
Well,
McIntyre coming in here. Gillingham over there trying to get at Vial again.
And even
the backup
goalie, Silver's getting involved. Well, folks, I'll tell you what. Playoff hockey is all about playing at the edge. And right now, these teams are playing at the edge. Well, I'm not saying they want to be fighting each other. They are just extremely intense at the moment. Right now, they're standing up for one another.
Well, Hoffman and Evans going at it, having a few words now. Here we go. Hoffman's calling Evans on.
Well, I know Evans isn't afraid to fight, but obviously Coach Paul Heavey doesn't want any of his players to be dropping the gloves right now and to be suckered in. Hoffman is just chirping away at Evans. We know Hoffman is a tough guy. He can throw him.
He is. I don't think Evans wants anything. I mean, the show's over. I think they just got to get off the ice, get back in the dressing rooms and group, because we're in for a big, long 40 minutes.
All right, well, we'll see what develops of this. Well, Paul Heavey's just flipped his lid. He's just flipped his lid, and he's calling on Mike Blaisdell. Cameraman right in the middle of it all, getting some beauty pictures.
Yeah, I mean, the coaches are never immune from any of this as well. I mean, obviously they've got some views and feelings, and Mr. Heavey's probably taken some offense to the way the Sheffield Steelers have stayed on. Obviously, Mike Bale saying the same thing. You see Paul Heavey right there.
The funny thing is at the end of the day, these guys are all friends, and they go fishing and golfing together. It just shows you, folks, the intensity of this hockey game, the intensity of playoffs. It's not about fighting. It's not about beating or winning like that. It's just about intensity.
It's all about what's at stake, and what's at stake is getting to the finals.
Well, Mike Blaisdell and the Sheffield Steelers knew that they haven't had the best of luck here at the Ice House, but they hopped out to a 2-0 lead. The penalties that were issued just after the first period. Matulik with a 2-minute unsportsmanlike. He served that. Evans with a 10. Gillingham has been ejected from the game. Plummer with a 10. Hoffman ejected. Viel with a 2. He's back out on the ice. And Silver...